Thank you for joining me today on Building Joyful Communities. We are super
Yeah,
excited to have Lisa Nygren from the Grand Vision Foundation today. Welcome, Lisa.
thank you so much, Mickey. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, Lisa and I met through the wonderful San Pedro Chamber of Commerce, and Lisa has such a great story working with the Grand Vision Foundation. So let's start out with telling us what fuels the fire behind your passion for the Grand Vision Foundation.
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
So, yeah, I keep going in and out, but
We
we'll
can,
give it a shot.
yeah, we can see you.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on. And I'm assuming what I missed was you were asking me about what fuels my passion.
Yes.
Wow, I can read your mind.
I know, isn't that great?
Well, as you can see, I'm here at the annex. Um, so I am community outreach and donor relations for Grand Vision Foundation. And I've been in customer service my whole career. I was a flight attendant for 23 years and, trying to transition into civilian life. I finally found something I could be passionate about and use all my experience for a worthy cause. So, uh, during COVID, when everything shut down, I was feeling a little helpless, like I'm sure a lot of people were.
Right.
I wanted to help feed the hungry and supply protective, PPEs and everything. And when I reached out to my sponsors and donors and members, I felt a little shy asking for money during that time. And they told me again and again, we love what you're doing and we want you to be there when we return. And so what I what I find is we provide a gathering space to experience the arts, and especially during this time, arts are so important for healing, expression, inclusion, and community. And so that's why I'm very passionate about what we do.
And I can see that it comes through loud and clear. And community is so important to me, and that's one of the reasons I love what you're doing. I mean, everything you're doing and everything you're talking about is building the community and continuing to build the community despite a pandemic. So tell us a little bit about some of the ways that you build community and a special project that you worked on during the pandemic.
Yes, actually, there were two special projects that I feel great about during the pandemic. The first one, which I don't know if you're aware of this, we unfortunately had some broken windows. And so we boarded up the front of the annex because we weren't going to be using it for the foreseeable future. And it looked sad to have it boarded up.
Mhm.
So we painted this fun, whimsical mural with a mermaid and all the little sea creatures. And it just really brightened up the street. And so I felt really good about that. And then we gathered local singers, songwriters, composers to create our San Pedro Strong song for San Pedro. Really, again, to instill a sense of community. San Pedro is a really strong, loving community. And we just wanted to show our love and support and encouragement during this difficult time.
And that
So those are two
song,
things I'm very proud of.
yeah, that song is just phenomenal. I actually attended the unveiling of the song, the
Yay!
official unveiling, which of course was a Zoom. And I
Uh-huh.
have to say, it brought me to tears,
Yes.
tears of joy. But I thought, really profound, and it was a great project that you worked on, and I know it was, many people working on it together.
It was. And we're excited. We're hoping maybe when First Thursday opens again, I think in August or September, we're hoping to get all the singers together to sing it live on the corner of 6th and Mesa.
Oh, I just
So,
got goosebumps. Oh, I
yes.
love that. What are
Yeah.
some of the other projects that you work on where you're building community? I know I just saw you had an author event.
So, last Saturday was our authors reading, and this was something through the Department of Cultural Affairs. These were two authors who had won a fellowship award, and they're first of all, they're very good authors, and they're actually really entertaining readers. So that was really cool. You know, we do a lot of concerts here, which is great. But to have something different, like an author's reading, or a couple summers ago we had some Shakespeare here. So, always keeping our eyes open for anything that, can bring all of our audience together.
And you really encompass all of the arts too. So there's dance,
Yeah.
obviously theater.
Yes. I know in the past, before I was here, they even had fine art. They would have fine art displayed on First Thursday. I'd kind of like to bring that back as well.
Great, great.
Yeah,
So tell us what's coming up. What's next for the Grand Vision Foundation?
absolutely. Well, we have our Meet the Music program, which is our free music education for fourth and fifth graders in the underserved areas of the
Oh, wow.
harbor. We are currently serving 5 schools in San Pedro, 4 in Wilmington, and a few in up in the greater Los Angeles area. So we're hoping to add more schools.
Wow.
That has always been a goal. Add more schools. We would like to be in every Title I school in San Pedro. The other thing with the annex, we're excited to open. We not only had the authors reading, but we had our first live concert on the 18th of June, and it just felt so good to have human souls sitting in seats. And so we have a full schedule for the fall. And something else we talked about in the spirit of inclusivity, we are going to start working with some outside producers to provide even a more diverse selection of genres.
Oh, nice, nice.
So we're excited about that. We already have a pretty eclectic mix, but there's always room for expansion and improvement. And then finally, the Warner Grand Theater, which we are the official Friends group.
Mhm.
We don't own or run the theater, but we are supporters and advocates. And we raise money to restore where we can and repair where we can. Right now, we are raising money to restore the ceiling in the main lobby.
Wow.
It's been whitewashed over, and there's a beautiful design beneath.
Mm.
But besides our fundraising, the city of Los Angeles is doing major renovations to the theater beginning summer of 2022, including bringing it up to be more ADA compliant,
Oh, great.
adding elevators, expanding the restrooms, just
Wow.
making it, again, accessible, inclusive, so everyone can enjoy it.
So it will probably be closed during that period?
It will be closed. I believe that they're thinking maybe 18 months.
Okay. Well, wow,
So
that is
yeah,
spectacular. What a beautiful
it
theater.
is.
So glad that they're revitalizing
Yeah,
it.
me too. Me too.
Great.
So
Okay.
lots of
And
lots of
so,
things, opportunities for people to get together, and we're not going anywhere. So just, stay tuned. You can go to our website, grandvision.org, see what kind of shows are coming up, see the different programs that we're involved in, and different ways that you can give.
okay, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that with us and for spending your time with us today. Really appreciate it, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mickey, and I love what you're doing. So
Oh,
kudos to you.
I appreciate